chocolate.
Rum chocolate that's got, it's actually got rum inside of it.
We have to take a bite at the same time somehow. You go first, quickly. And then I'll go to the other side.
Ooh.
Oh my god,
Ooh.
look at that.
Ooh. Today we're doing something that we haven't actually done before, so we're both very excited.
Yeah, something different.
We are going on a walking tour around Bucharest.
So we realised how big the city really is when we did the food tour the other day, and we love street art, as we've shown a lot on this channel, and then we found Bucharest Urban Adventures offer a tour that is literally a combination of a walking tour, brand new, like undiscovered sort of emerging neighbourhoods, some bohemian stuff, and street art, hidden gems, all in one. So we're doing a tour with them today, and that is just like, it's honestly so perfect for us. And we're also catching up again doing the tour with Alison and Eric from Endless Adventure, so they will also be making a video with their style.
So make sure you go check that out. So we just met up with our guide Emma. She's lovely, and we were just learning a little bit about the Romanian history. We learned so much we can't possibly package it all.
You say a little bit, and it was honestly so much in such a small space of time.
So interesting.
Romania has been through such a revolution and a change to where they are today, and only very somewhat recently entering the EU to sort of help with tourism and growth and all sorts of stuff. A lot of the language, the Romanian language, is like Latin.
Based on Latin, yeah.
Which we were just like, now that we actually stopped and listened to some of it, we can sort of, it really does make sense. So we've got a really vast tour going on, I think, with heaps of stuff that we're going to see, just making our way to what is apparently the first stop. Wow, what a cool little garden.
This is so cool.
We would have never known that something like this existed. We just walked off a main street. Is he? Sure. It's crazy. Big screen there as well. Oh wow, incredible art. Look at this.
Most of the movies that you can see here are not like in the cinemas, and I really love the mural that they did in collaboration with this entire project. It's done by a local band of street artists called the Sweet Damage Crew. You can find their initial there on the sleeve.
Yeah.
It's also the name of the band. It's a really cool concept. It's actually reflecting the way locals see street art, because many have this idea that and perception that street art is practically damaging the building, so they're doing sweet damage, and they're very well known locally for their hyper-realist style. If you look at the details of the painting,
it's incredibly detailed.
It's
So the first big mural that we've seen, it's got a really great story behind it, and that's something we actually love about street art, is on the face value it looks awesome, but then there's also these incredible stories behind it. So this one is actually supposed to be integrated, well, for the purpose of he's actually sitting on the TV screen, and it's sort of supposed to reflect the fact that we shouldn't pay too much attention to the media and instead sort of be looking up. There's a big world out there, there's other things going on, and that spending too much time focusing on the media is sort of not where our attention should be. So this piece back here, it looks a little bit like Brian from Family Guy, right?
It's a little dog, and we've seen him graffitied or painted all over the city, and we just learnt about who he is.
His name's Eyal, and to try and paraphrase the story behind it is, there was a period when there was a lot of stray dogs in Romania because of a whole 40,000 people basically got moved out of a neighborhood, right? Or
so
neighborhoods.
that they could make that big, the Palace of Parliament.
The big palace. And because of that, they couldn't take any of their belongings, and a lot of these dogs were just left behind and became strays, and then formed a bit of a pack mentality, which was not really great.
So we had no idea that Bucharest used to maybe have a bit of an issue with stray dogs, but there's no issues with that now.
No, nothing at all.
But this artist here basically spray paints his dog to raise awareness and kind of remind people, like, here's the story kind of thing.
Exactly.
I think it's really cool.
I think it is as well. Apparently he's a little bit more playful as well. It's sort of a bit tongue-in-cheek, and every now and then, so if it's Christmas, the dog gets drawn with a Christmas hat on and different stuff like that.
since Bucharest is on a quite of an active seismic lake, we have like big earthquakes every 30-40 years. The last big one was in 1977. It's unfortunate to know that with the next earthquake we're going to lose a lot of the heritage of the city.
Scary.
And those buildings are marked with this red dot, like the ones that are class 1. This is like the biggest danger for the city.
Emma was just explaining what this red dot here means, which basically says that when next time there's an earthquake, as you might have heard there with what she just mentioned, this whole building is very likely to tumble. And that looks like very quickly it's about 8 stories. There's people that still live in there, but they just pay reduced rent because they know that they're at risk.
So one thing that we've discovered is that Bucharest is full of these hidden courtyards that you'd know nothing about from the street. Like you couldn't tell that they're here. The place that we're in now is a little cafe, and they've done these collaborations with artists to have murals all over the walls and stuff. It is such an amazing place. It's so calm and peaceful. That's why I'm talking so quietly.
Yeah, you want to get off the beaten path, right?
Yeah.
And this is the one that I actually walked past the other day and looked back and went, oh, that looks like a great place. I even put it on the video.
I think this is why these tours are so valuable, is because we would never really be able to find these places on our own.
Exactly. Going to try this random chocolate.
Rum chocolate that's it's actually got rum inside of it.
Originally imported from Cuba. We don't know if that's still the case now. We have to take a bite at the same time somehow. You go first, quickly, and then I'll go to the other side.
Ooh.
Oh my god!
Ooh.
Look at that.
Ooh.
We're making a lot of noises.
It's got like a liquidy centre.
It's literally like chocolate with caramel rum inside of it.
Ooh, I like that.
Emma bought us 2 of them, so I think we're happy.
So I will have 2.
So we've just been exploring another amazing little courtyard off a side street with all this traffic and everything. It's just so stunning, all these little spots that we're finding. We keep seeing all this green that we've pointed out a few times around, just around Bucharest as a whole. And apparently the ivy that grows on the side of the buildings like that was what did Emma say? The air conditioning of the 90s.
Yeah.
It was a way that you could grow it all on the side, and it would keep your house cool in the sun, which is a cheap way to go, and it looks absolutely awesome.
I love it.
As long as it doesn't start growing in your windows and stuff. Just walking through a bit of a neighborhood here that's got loads of, this probably isn't the most talented graffiti, well, street art, let's call this one more graffiti. Vines hanging over here, and if you look close enough up in there, it's just grapes randomly overhanging on the street here. Here again is that contrast of Bucharest, much older building graffiti, and this beautiful white one, and then there's an incredible piece down here that we're going to go and check out. Bit of a crazy spot here where there's all of these umbrellas hanging over down in a massive walkway here. Apparently there's a building back here which is actually a restaurant down this side, which at one stage, it's an Italian restaurant, Colosseum, and they put out a whole bunch of umbrellas, and they noticed that people found it quite interesting, so to get more people coming in, they literally filled an entire walkway with these umbrellas so that people like us, tourists walking past or locals that spot it and see that it's interesting, come down and then realize there's food and all sorts of different options down here at the end. smart business. So I've just come now onto the University of Architecture Terrace, which is in behind the main university. It was weird walking all through the middle of it, but there's a really great story about some of the murals here and how they actually got made.
So here we have a project that's been done in collaboration with Urban Adventures Interesting Times and the University of Architecture. It's a couple of murals that were sponsored by the Alternative Tour. Parts of the funds that we make with this tour we invest in street art. And I think this is the prettiest piece we have here inside of the University of Architecture because it shows the face of Ion Linku, who's the architect that also was, the university was named after him. See you some other time, who knows? Maybe you travel back and then please write to me.
We will.
And I'll show you different parts of the city.
Okay. Thank you so much for having us.
You're welcome. Have fun, guys.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
So we just finished up 3.5 hour tour, and what would you say?
I would say that it's an awesome mix of everything. It's like we learned about the history, so we learned about communism, we learned about street art, we found hidden gems, we found
So
cafes
many.
and stuff.
Yeah.
It was a really cool mix of everything, and I think it's something that we probably should have done on day one.
I was going to say the exact
Yeah.
same thing. If we'd done that on day one, we would have got a much better feel rather than just going to the old town like we did.
Yeah.
A lot better feel for Romania as a whole. So yeah, we've just said goodbye to Alison and Eric as well, who are off on a different route to us. They're heading to Poland, so I'll link their channel below, and I'll also put below the details for Bucharest Urban Adventures, because they've got so many other tours that we did the sort of the alternative tour today, the off the beaten path sort of one. But I think that's about as much as we can fit in today. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the comments.